It's not that you don't know how to set boundaries. It's that you're terrified if you do, he'll leave. One of the things I hear all the time from women after a breakup or after they've been ghosted is, there weren't any red flags. I had no idea this was coming. Everything seemed fine. And this is where I have to lovingly challenge you, because there were signs. There are almost always signs. The problem isn't that they weren't there. The problem is that your attachment system was more focused on securing the connection than discerning whether the connection was actually healthy. See, your nervous system has one primary job: survival. And if somewhere along the way your brain learned that connection equaled survival, then it will do almost anything to preserve that connection, even if it means sacrificing yourself. So when he became inconsistent, you explained it away. When he stopped pursuing you, you convinced yourself he was just busy. When his words didn't match his actions, you filled the gaps for him. When he created confusion, you searched for more understanding instead of more clarity. Not because you didn't see it, but because your attachment system couldn't afford to. Because acknowledging the truth would have meant risking the connection, and risking the connection felt more dangerous than abandoning yourself. That's why this isn't really a boundary problem. It's an identity problem. Because boundaries don't become difficult when you don't know what to say. They become difficult when your nervous system believes saying them could cost you the connection. Think about how different that relationship would have looked if the very first time he became inconsistent, you had simply said, "Consistency is important to me. Is that something you're able to offer?" If he said yes, beautiful. If he said no, if he tells you you're asking for too much, or he makes you feel guilty for having needs, then he's giving you the information you need. The boundary was never meant to change his behavior. It was meant to reveal whether the two of you were actually compatible. But so many women never get that information because they override their own needs before they ever give the other person the opportunity to respond. They become quieter, more understanding, more accommodating, more patient, all in an effort to keep someone who was never demonstrating they had the capacity to keep them. And that's why the same relationship keeps showing up in different bodies.